Words to know. Use a blue word to tell a story about a picture. Work. People go to work every day. Great. She did a great job baking this cake. Talk. He likes to talk with customers at his job. Paper. This artist does his work on paper. Where? The farmers were very busy today. Soon. Soon it will be time to go to lunch. Laugh. A silly clown makes everyone laugh. Done. He goes home when the work is done. Read and comprehend. Sequence of events. The order of events in a selection is called the sequence of events. In many selections, the events are told in time order. As you read, think about what happens first, next, and last. You can use a flow chart to tell the order of events. Target strategy. Monitor, clarify. If some parts of words don't make sense, you can ask questions, reread, and use the pictures for help. Preview the topic. History. People did many things long ago that we still do today. They went to school, they worked, families had fun together. Today we also do new things that people did not know about long ago. What do you do that your grandparents did not do as children? You will read about a boy and his grandpa in Thomas Rivera. Sequence of events. Tell the order in each things happen. Genre. A biography tells about a person's life. As you read, look for information about why the person is important, events and time order. Meet the author, Jane Medina. Jane Medina is both a teacher and a writer, just like Thomas Rivera. She began writing when she was a teenager. Since then, she has written books of poems in Spanish and English. Meet the illustrator, Renee King Moreno. As a young girl, Renee King Moreno loved to draw and paint. She also loved going to the library. She studied art in school, and now she illustrates children's books. Thomas Rivera by Jane Medina. Essential question. Why is it important to learn about people from the past? Thomas Rivera was born in Texas. Thomas and his family went from place to place picking crops. Thomas helped pick crops all day. It was a lot of work. When the work was done, Thomas would talk with his grandpa. Analyze the text. Sequence of events. When do Grandpa and Thomas work? What happens after work? Come quick, Grandpa called. It's time for stories. You tell the best stories, Thomas said. I wish I could tell great stories too. The next day, Grandpa said, We can get lots of stories for you, Thomas. When? Asked Thomas. Quick, hop in, Grandpa said with a wink. I will show you. Grandpa drove the truck up the road. This is a library, said Grandpa. Look all the books, gasped Thomas. Read all you can, Thomas, It will help you think of lots of stories, said Grandpa. There were lots of books for Thomas to read. Some were funny and made him laugh. He read about boats, trains, and cars. He dreamed of space. Soon Thomas was thinking of his own stories. Thomas began telling his stories. Then he wrote them on paper. Analyze the text. Using context, how do the sentences and the picture help you know the word paper? When he was a grown-up, Thomas got a job as a teacher. He still wrote stories. Thomas Rivera's stories tell about people picking crops, just as his family did. Lots of people read his books. Now his name is on a big library. Many people go to the library. They get books, just as Thomas did. Comprehension. How to analyze the text. Use this page to learn about sequence of events and use context. Then read Thomas Rivera again. Sequence of events. Thomas Rivera tells about what happens to a real person. The order in which events happen is the sequence of events. When the story begins, Thomas is a child. What important events happen before Thomas becomes a writer? You can use a chart to show how events are connected. Using context. When you don't know what a word means, you can read the other words in the sentence to help you figure it out. You can also look at the pictures. In the story, it says the family was picking crops. You can use the word picking and the picture of the farmer's field as text evidence to figure out that crops means food that a farmer grows. Your turn. Return to the essential question. Turn and talk. Why is it important to learn about people from the past? Think about the selection. Take turns with your partner telling the events in order. Use text evidence. Add your ideas to what your partner says. Classroom conversation. Now talk about these questions with your class. 1. How did Thomas get ideas for the stories he wrote? 2. What did Thomas learn from his grandpa? 3. What did you learn about the past from this selection? Write about reading. Response. Write sentences that tell what Thomas is like. Begin with a sentence that tells your main idea. Next, write sentence to describe Thomas. Use facts and text evidence for ideas. Write a closing sentence. Writing tip. A closing sentence comes at the end. It gives your writing a nice ending. Genre. Informational text. Gives facts about a topic. This online encyclopedia entry was written to give you true information. A chart is a drawing that lists information in a clear way. It can show words or pictures or both. What information do you learn from the chart on page 150? Life, then and now. The way people live changes over time. Today, families live differently than in the past. In the past, many jobs were done by hand. Now people have machines to help them do work. Family life. In the past, People wrote letters on paper and sent them by mail. Now people can send messages right away. They talk on cell phones or send emails by computer. In the past, families listened to radio programs. Now families watch TV programs and movies. We use many of the same kinds of things that people used in the past. Then, now. Think about the future. Soon, families may do things in a whole new way. Compare texts, text to text. Recognize purpose. Were the selections written to give information or to make you laugh? How do you know? What things did you learn? Text to self. Connect to social studies. Tell about a job you would like to have. Speak clearly and stay on topic. Text to world. Think about it. What information did you learn from life then and now? How has life changed? Do you think the new things are better? Tell why or why not. Grammar, verbs and time. Verbs can tell what is happening now, in the past or in the future. Verbs with will or going to tell about the future. Now, I read a book. In the future, I will read a book. Anna writes a story. Anna is going to write a story. Try this. Read each sentence with a partner. Find the sentences that tell about the future. Then rewrite the other sentence to tell about the future. Use another sheet of paper. 1. I will go to the library. 2. I am going to find books. 3. I buy some books at the store. 4. My dad is going to read them to me. 5. I write a poem. Grammar in writing. When you revise your writing, you can use will or going to in sentence to tell about the future. Narrative writing, organization. Before you write a personal narrative, you need to plan what to say. Ava told her story to Zoe. That helped Ava choose events and details for her story, exploring a topic. Pre-writing checklist. Did I choose an interesting topic? Are the events in my flow chart in order? Do my details tell who, what, where, and when? Look at details Ava put on her chart. Plan your own story using a flow chart. Write sentences or notes in order to tell about events. Use the checklist. Planning chart. First, bus to city. Next, saw dinosaur. Last, apples in park.